Hello again, Doc on the clock with more Mega Maker Madness! Today we have another level by XenoKirby54, Metal Man, Mega Man 2 Plus. I have no idea if this is referring to the actual Mega Man 2 Plus hack. Well, we're given a full complement of weapons. Weapons and utilities, although we have Search Snake in place of Bubble Lead, because Bubble Lead is not in the game. And Flash Stopper in place of Time Stopper, because Time Stopper is not in the game and Flash Stopper is better anyway. Actually, Search Snake is better anyway, too. Bubble Lead, kind of one of the worst weapons in Mega Man 2. Kind of sad, really. I've got the weapons, so let's use them. That didn't quite pan out. But yeah, the thing about Bubble Lead is that, well, when you have a special weapon, you kind of expect it to be a effective weapon. And, it's hard to be an effective weapon when you fail to work on more than half of the enemies in the game. That's right. I am not exaggerating that number. That is, it is just kind of amazing how often you break out the Bubble Lead and try to use it on an enemy and hear that characteristic tink. Actually, that's not the only. It's not the only weapon with that problem too. Air Shooter kind of has a lot of enemies that doesn't work well on either. Air Shooter and Bubble are the two real offenders in that game. Everything else, not so much. Anyway, I'm talking a lot about that game and not a lot about this level, but that's because this level so far has been kind of a very typical Metal Man retread. Although it is better and more interesting than the original Metal Man stage. I'll grant it that, for sure. This is scary. All for a one-up. I'm glad to see that Leaf Shield is as ridiculously powerful as it is in the original game. Alright. We all know Metal Man is traditionally weak to Metal Blade. But he's also... his weakness is supposed to be Quick Boomerang. However, I think this engine only allows one weakness, so... at least at the current moment. Very nice, Kirby. You did a good job there. That was a fairly short stage, though, so we have time for another one. Bolt Greywing. Checkpointer's Hidalgo's Legacy. I have no idea what that means. Slide disable and charge disable. It looks like we are in a case where we have limited... we have limited ring boomerang when we get to it. Well, this is an unnecessary number of checkpoints. And a rather pointless, quicksand section. I'm gonna have bats running into me, aren't I? That I could do without, to be perfectly frank. Oh, great. Bolt Greywing really, really, really likes bats. I don't dislike bats, but there's such a thing as a healthy like and a kind of obsession. I also don't get why there's so many checkpoints. I mean, I get that the stage is called Checkpointer's Legacy or something like that. I'll say one thing though, although there's lots of bats, the stage is short enough apparently that it's not like causing super lag. I cannot see. Well, we've got Pharaoh Man. We also have the absolute impossibility of noticing where Pharaoh Man is at a given moment. Okay. There are energy spawners at the very least, so that we probably won't die. But those bats are just going to keep coming back. Unless I stay in one spot. Well, I mean, I'm staying in one spot. At least that's making the bats less of an issue, but I still can barely see where I am. I mean, it's not terrible. Actually, apart from the everything leading up to the boss was pretty fine. Some of the points felt a little bit unnecessary, and I don't like the bats chasing you before you get the weapon, because you almost really can't avoid them, and you can't outrun them. So maybe not that, but outside of the boss chamber, I don't really have any major complaints. Boss chamber itself, if I could see myself, I probably wouldn't be bothered. But I can't see myself, and I can't see Pharaoh Man, and making bosses extremely hard to see and follow is something that should be avoided at most costs. Still, it's not enough that I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. It's mostly just, feedback for later. This is a decent enough stage. Checkpoints are unnecessary, but I guess there's probably a reason for it, so... I mean, it's not like they hurt anything, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, that's all from me for now. Until next time, this is Doc. I'll see you later.